Alright, welcome to day 2. Very rusty this morning. It was a wild night. We're camped up near the mouth a bit further, and the wind picked up pretty savage. We got bucked around pretty bad, so we just bloody shuffled down the river half a kilometre or something. And dropped the anchor again. I woke up with a ripper headache. I don't know if it's a little bit dehydrated from yesterday. It was a bit hard yakky getting everything going yesterday. Loading the jet ski. Good to see the jet ski still there. Still afloat. Yeah. We'll clean all this up. Obviously Hudson in a midgie dome on the floor. So I just don't want him to get smashed with midgies, so I'll just get him in one of them each night. I just had the standard mattress with me single doona. Just jumped in that. That was mint. So yeah, what do you reckon today, buddy? What's our goal today? What's the goal for today?
Catch 600 barra.
Catch a 600 barra. So we're gonna have barra for dinner. There, I said that. Well, that's brekkie. Took a hell of a lot longer than I thought. Jet ski, just chucked it on the mooring anchor. Over the next day or so, I might high and dry it. I heard the auto bilge go off this morning, so that's working. But we've got our jerry cans laying on their side, so I pulled it over, had a look in the front this morning. Didn't look too bad, smelt a little bit fuely, but there's a fair few jerry cans in there, so you'll always get that vapour smell. Just steady, mate, you're only going there. So maybe it's just a bit of fuel vapour or something like that off the jerry cans from filling them or something like that. But the bilge pump hose was nice clean water. All the back where you can stand on the jet ski, I put my hand on that because that was wet and had a smell, and it just smelled like water, so it didn't smell like fuel at all. So I'm hoping there may be just a slight weep somewhere, hopefully. It did cop a few waves over the front. There's a few rough areas. Put in neutral, mate. There was a few rough areas there yesterday we went through, and it nosedived a couple, being so heavy at the start. But you neutral? Yep. See, it tells you down here. See here? In. Yeah, so we're just gonna a few snags along here. We're gonna have a couple of casts while this tide comes in a bit. It's already come in quite a way, but yeah, we're just gonna work this edge, and there's a couple of runoff areas. We'll just flick a few lures along here and see if we can't pick something up. Be a bit of a proud dad moment, I think. Oh, there's a boat, Hudson, right behind us. There you go, just when you think you're in the middle of nowhere, a boat turns up. Right, so it's been a bit of tough going here. Found a couple of nice snaggy areas. Old Hudson's got a jack of lures and bobs and jigs and getting tangled in trees. So I switched over to a bit of bait, threw the net this morning, got a little bit of guard here. Bang, first cast. God, bit undersized though, eh, buddy?
Yeah.
We'll chuck him back, but first fish of the trip. What do you reckon, man?
Good.
High five it. Don't make a mess, mate. Here, high five it. Good job. So the fishing side of it hasn't really gone to plan too much. We've seen a couple of barra. Just coming back past this spot here. We just had to go then. First cast straight in there. I reckon it would have been about a 550, 600 barra. Hooked him, done the big jump, and bloody dropped it. As always, you never had the GoPro on, but that's life. Surely there'll be a few more days of this. But yeah, so we're just going to cruise back now. We're about an hour or so off high tide. So we're going to go back, pick the jet ski up. There is a little back channel that we can take. It's quite windy today, so we're only going to go up to the next creek maybe the next one's about 6 nautical miles or something, and we're gonna, you're right, we're gonna stay in there probably for tonight. We'll see what the weather's like this Savo. I think for the ocean going section of this, we're just gonna have to try and pick our weather, maybe late in the afternoon or something like that. We'll just have to play it by ear, but yeah, nothing on the board so far. Well, you're a winner so far, aren't you? Old mate's got his cod, he's pretty stoked. He's out fishing me already, so but yeah, got the bloody shade up. It was good in the morning, but started to get real hot real quick with that sun, so that's a little bit of a game changer for this, because as everyone knows, a T-top's about as useful as a hip pocket in a singlet, unless it's 12 o'clock. So yeah, so this just changes the whole front of the boats now. It's pretty much shade. So definitely less than ideal conditions out in the mouth here this morning for traversing long distances. You'd be scratching to get on the plane, and if you were, you'd be bloody wet. I could guarantee you in an open boat like this. We're just going to plug along steady. Ski's doing quite well. There is a little, we can sneak up here. That's an island straight ahead. To the left of it's a gap, but to the left again, there's a tiny little channel, and on the high we can sneak up quite a way, almost to the next river, and that should get us back into some protected waters. So, like I say, she's less than ideal here. Even if you were traversing, you'd just bunker down on daylight today. It's definitely not worth it. Trying to punch through this stuff. Oh, I got that one, lovely. Oh well, hang on tight. There's heaps of butterflies up here. Generally means pristine. But yeah, chocolate and sprinkle wraps for lunch today on the move. As you can see, it's a bloody sight nicer cruising up this little creek. It was out in the ocean side there. We've only got another couple of miles to go and we're there, so it doesn't take it long at all. I don't know if I'm getting a new appreciation for this slow and steady approach or what, but they seem to plug along nice and steady, but you still cut the miles. I think yesterday we did 30, was it 30 something nautical miles? Yeah, 33 nautical miles for 60 k's, and it only took us 2 or 3 hours, so it was good, and we got to take in the scenery. Instead of just flying past like we do with everything in life today. Well, we've probably come up one of the creeks here, probably 10 or 20 mile. It was about half an hour run, sitting on about 25, 28 knots. Beautiful and flat obviously, but yeah, if you have a look around, we've just come into a rock bar. And yeah, so that's as far as we can go. We'll chuck the drone up here and have a look, because it looks like it might even be worth anchoring the boat somewhere and going for a walk right up to that rock wall up there, taking a couple of rods. So that will be our plan. We don't have a hell of a lot of water. We only got 2.5 meters, and we're on the small low today, so we're going to lose 2.4 meters or something like that. So pretty sure we will be on the bottom, but yeah, let's see how we go. Bugger off before it gets too low, I think. come up this teeny tiny little creek here. Nice rock wall. We've just been working the sides. We're just going to work our way out now. Basically just come to a close back there. So just that time of the day, I think, when the sun starts getting a bit lower and shining through the trees and the sandstone, it's just like it starts to come alive, the sandstone, at the end of the day. No rock art as yet, there's only quite shallow, normally up quite a bit higher. Yeah, cool little creek. A few bommies in the bottom of it there. Righto guys, we'll call it day 2. Day 1 was a bit of a wild day getting out here. That's the end of day 2. Not a real lot to report in the way of cool shit, but yeah, this weather's dropped right off the Savo, and we've just got back to the jet ski. As you can see, we've picked that up. We're gonna make it to the next river, and that's the last river before we crest out into the ocean. So we thought we'd make the most of this nice little bit of weather, the Savo. We're just gonna cruise on the outgoing tide again and take advantage of that. But that's about it. Rattled off, I think it was 60 litres of fuel we've burned out of the boat so far, so that's not bad for 2 days towing a jet ski. I think we've done, what is it? 72 nautical miles so far. So we've done 100 and, yeah, let's call it 130. We'll be a bit generous with the nautical miles. 130 k's for 66 litres, I think it was just then. I rattled part, yeah, 66 litres for 130 k's. Towing the jet ski. Mind you, we're not going fast. You know, we're not trying to break records. Just sort of 6-8 knots, somewhere around there. And like I said, we cover a fair bit of distance, you know, just plugging along. But as the jet ski gets lighter, it'll all change. So sit down, buckle up. Apple time. Was meant to be an early dinner. I did tell Hudson, nah, don't worry about the food, you know, we're gonna have an early dinner, because the bugs are pretty cruel there. By the time the sun goes down and you turn a light on, the bugs are just everywhere. So our goal from now on in is to cook about 3:30, 4 o'clock for dinner. That way we're sort of done by just on dusk, cleaned up, and we're good to go for the next day. So that's our goal going forwards. So, but yeah, so see how we go here. Quick plug, I'll show you the sounder. So we're cruising up here, zoom that out. Just got to cruise up here and up into this next creek, and then that's the open ocean on that side. So that's our goal for the Savo. What's it gone? Just hit 4:30. So it'll probably take us maybe an hour to get there, so we'll get there by 5:30. Very similar to last night. The other thing I was going to say, we flew the drone right up at that rock bar where we had a bit of a fish and a muck around there. And I haven't updated anything on my drone for probably 3 or 4 years, and it's never missed a beat. It's always given good pictures. But all of a sudden, it's real glitchy on the video, and the playback's real glitchy, so I'm kind of hoping that what's on the SD card is not rubbish, because I'm going to have no idea of what all this footage is like until I get home in about a month's time. So I'll keep flying the drone, guys. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to be absolutely gutted if it doesn't, because this is going to be some of the most wicked country we're going to get to, and the bloody drone's not working properly. So, you know, considering I haven't done an update and it's never missed a beat, now I've updated it because I thought, you know, it's been a while and we're going on a big trip. So I think I should have fell into the bracket, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So Anyway, so fingers crossed, footage off the drone works. I'll try and take a heap of photos because at least the photo can't be glitchy on it, and at least we might be able to do a bit of voiceover for it. This is gross, absolutely gross. Just idling along through this. Poor jet ski. I think the bilge pump might be working double time in the jet ski. Obviously we've got a bit of tide against the current here. So yeah, but we just got to get around this point and then we're going with it. It's, everything's quite wet in here now, which is bad for sleeping. Carpet's all wet, so maybe it was a bad idea to try this. Got to try things once, I suppose. Amazing as this place is, probably never felt more vulnerable than doing this. It's a bloody long way what we're trying to achieve, dragging something and all the rest of it. And there's a point just ahead of us which is the Helby River, and that's, you're leaving the safety of the Gulf then, and then you're out into the ocean. So yeah, I've done a fair bit of stuff and all the rest of it, but it's just a little bit different this trip because I don't know if it's because I've got Hudson or what I've done, whether it's the jet ski or Hudson, but yeah, I just have this weird feeling. It's just different this time. So I think because I'm not just thinking about myself, I'm having to think about someone else. So if the jet ski sinks or tips over, I don't really care, but obviously if something else happens, that's when you start caring. But yeah, so just sitting here cruising along thinking about it. Tonight will probably be the last night that we spend in the safety of the Gulf. We'll see how we go, see what the weather's like tomorrow, because like I said, once we go out and around, that's it. We're on our own. Good morning. Young fella got to sleep in the presidential suite last night. He wanted to sleep up with me. So we did away with the Midgie Dome. It was pretty sweet when we rolled into this creek last night for mozzies. No mozzies, no midgies. So we gave it a run. Got the billy on there straight up this morning. We'll see how we go today. Whether we spend the whole day here, have a really good fish, see what we can do. Apparently the Helby's not a bad creek for fishing, and we're going to transfer, what have we burnt off, 80 odd litres now. By the time we run around today, probably be close to maybe 100 litres. It's quite a long, Helby's got a lot of fingers on it, so by the time we burn around today I'll probably burn another 20. So I'll almost be able to get 100 litres off of that into here, and I reckon that'll plane. We'll be able to get up then, and that's my plan. Once we hit that open water, I need to be able to get on the plane. So that's our plan for today. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. And a barra, gotta get a fish. Old mate's still sleeping there. He's frothing to get a barra. Kind of hasn't, he throws the lure out and rips it back at 120 mile an hour. Doesn't give him a chance, so I'm trying to get him to slow down a bit. Anyway, coffee time as always. And might even go bacon eggs this morning. A stack of bacon there. Have a good cook up, good re-energise, and get stuck into the day. Pretty wicked start to the morning. Handbrake's on. Cleaned up, made a coffee. I'm waiting. Kids. That's alright, let him have a sleep. We both actually, I fell asleep on top on our first night. I was a bit burnt out and cooked. He sat up playing on his little iPad, just give him a bit of downtime with that. Yeah, and then he had to go at me the next morning telling me that I fell asleep. And I actually fell asleep again last night, and we woke up, I think it was like 9:30. No blankets, no nothing. So I had to try and get him up so we could get the blankets out of the box. So yeah, 2 from 2. Fathering 101. Hitting goals. Breakfast of champions apparently, according to a 7-year-old. What do you reckon? Good breakfast? I wanted bacon and eggs, but pancakes was the call. Nutella, sprinkles. Goes right, eh? And been bouncing off the walls for hours. Can't wait. Tim? Woo! First cast with Hudson!
Yes!
Steady, 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 steady. Right, what we might do, Hudson, bring him around the back. Go over the, hang on, go over the motor, this way. That's only a little lure, man, so you got light. Get him over that. Oh, no, not on the, right, round the motor, that's it. Bring him down the back here. Steady, steady. Oh, this is hectic. Weren't ready for this first cast. Right. Hang on a second, mate. Hang on a second. Come down here. Come down here. No, you didn't. You're still there. Grab your rod. Wind a little bit of line in. I want to try and drag him up over the door. See, he's only got that one. You're right. Steady, steady.
I'm about to lose him.
You won't lose him, mate.
Get him. No. I need a one.
Yep. Hold him up. Hold steady there.
There you go.
Oh, he's only just got that lip in.
Yes! Yes!
That's a legal barra, my friend.
Yeah!
That's a proud dad moment, that one.
You're not having any of it. This is
That's
my
a
barra.
proud dad moment. That's your first ever Barramundi. Slap it again. All right. And look at the piece of, not junk lure, but
It's not even
rusty
a
hooks.
lure.
That was your pick out of the box, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Rusty hooks and all. Boom, first cast.
You didn't tell Mum this.
We're in some of the most pristine area. This here would be ridiculous fishing on the high tide.
Smash.
I am getting smashed, mate. You are 2 fish to the boat and I am none. Oh, my heart's pumping. Like I said,
Let me take a photo of this.
yeah, we'll get some photos of that little bad boy, mate. He'll be very close to 55. So he'll be dinner, mate. I've got a feeling. We'll get him on the scales. Actually, brag mat's just around here. If you want to grab them knives out, we'll grab the brag mat and we'll get back to you. All right, here we are. Mouth up. I know you're all going to say, the mat shrank a bit. What do we got there?
58.
Call him 57 to be fair. 57. And you can just see his tail. Bit yellow up here and still a little bit dark down the bottom. So he's come down from the fresh. Starting to clean himself up a little bit. You want to hold him, Hudson?
Yeah.
These have got no teeth. So you can put your finger in his mouth.
Sure. No,
Yep.
I want to hold him with lip grip.
You want to hold him with a lip grip?
No, I want to hold him like this. I want to hold him. No.
Or you want to hold him like that? Now you just need to watch out. There's some little spikes here.
Oh yeah.
But if you hold him up here, you'll be right. Okay, so put one finger in his mouth.
No, I want to hold him like that. No, I want to hold him with lip grips.
Alright, here we go. There you go, mate. Hold him there and then put one hand under his belly. Turn him a bit. Yep. Go and stand over there for me. Stand over there. Roll him back a little bit. No. Lift your fingers towards you. There you go, man. Your first
Slippery.
ever. I know he's slippery. Your first ever Barramundi.
Chuck him in the tank.
No, we'll neck him.
Sweet.
Good?
Okay, wait, with the pliers. I'm gonna knock him out.
No, you're not knocking him out with the pliers, man. Alright, there you go. First barra for the trip. I'm tipping excitement is an understatement. Like I said.
You got 0 fish, I got 2 fish.
Yeah, dead right. I'm yet to get one. I think I might let him pick me lures.
What's that, Dad?
There's a barra sitting right there. This is one of those moments where you just can't make them eat. This is Hudson's little lure. Hudson's little lure from this morning. I got absolutely smashed first cast. Now I've just about knocked this fella out and I can't get him to take it. He's still sitting there. Right there.
Looks like he doesn't want to eat it.
Right. So I've done this little creek over. This is like literally the first little creek to the left where we camped last night. Seen a couple of nice barra, had a couple extra hits after I was trying to get that one in the tree there right at the end, but just couldn't get him to take. I had a little soft plastic on like that. So just the weedless style, trying to drag it through the trees. And yeah, he had 3 or 4 good goes at it and just about ripped the plastic off but missed the bloody hook. Anyway, that's barra fishing. So we're going to head out, try and find another creek. This tide's obviously on the rise now, which is good, so we can go wherever we want. We've got plenty of time to muck around, find some snags. We're definitely going to come back to that one right at the end there that was all out the water. There was a barra just sitting off that, but he wasn't interested in anything just yet, so pretty positive that'll hold fish later, which is right next to where we camped last night. So yeah, keep cruising on to the next creek. Right, it's finally after 3 days. Just come across our first little croc, be 2.5, 3 metres long there maybe. Second day?
Yeah.
Well,
No.
technically our third. Oh yeah, because the first one we seen on the bank in Wyndham there. There you go.
Can I check the lures in you?
Hell no, you don't chuck lures at them. Sit down, please. Doesn't seem too phased by us. He's just watching what's going on.